Redvee TV's instant fan reaction, supported by A-Star Recruitment for the 2019 season, following Saints' 38 points to 12 victory over the Warrington Wolves.
Woohoo!
Did it flatter Warrington?
Yeah, we could have had more. We could have had more.
We should have had more.
Yeah.
It
flattered them as to say it's not going to be the year, and it never
the
bloody
referee
is.
was very poor. Should we say that?
First of all, opening 5-6 minutes, tit for tat. Saints
Intense.
got on top. Warrington couldn't handle Saints' ruck speed.
No.
Yeah, I agree. I think I agree. Yeah.
Early on, did we give Warrington a little bit too much respect going for the two, or especially after last season?
I think so. I think we could have run it more. I think we could have put them under a lot more pressure. You understand scoreboard pressure and trying to tick it over. But for me, we were on their line, run at them, test them. Yeah. I mean, obviously people will turn around and say it doesn't matter in the end because we've come away handsome victors there. But I think it could have been more. I think we could have pushed
the first
them,
20 minutes makes such a difference, doesn't it, in any game? And we needed that 20 minutes to highlight that we wanted to rule that game. And I think from our 20 minutes, we actually couldn't have ruled that game. It was very one-sided. It could have gone either way. And then we got to about 35 minutes in, and the game started to change and come for the better.
Now, we'll go back to Warrington's opening try. The ball comes loose. And Blake Austin goes over. Now, it goes up to the screen as a try. If that goes up as no try, does it get given?
No, I don't think it should have gone up anyway. I think it was a clear knock-on to myself.
Probably not, but this is my problem with the whole thing.
Yeah,
what they should do is go up, try yes or no. Rugby union do it. Go up, try yes or no, or is there any reason I can't award that try?
Yeah.
They should be the questions being asked, not having a guess on the field.
Yeah.
Because you know what? If he's confident it's a try,
you should be giving it.
In front
Yeah,
of it.
exactly.
Just give it. But, yeah, anyway.
Yeah. I called it before the game. I said, bookmarker. Saints are underestimated.
Agreed.
I took my chances and put myself under pressure.
Yeah.
But for me, our pack is miles ahead of that Warrington side. We went through the 17 before the game.
Yeah.
There was probably only 4 Warrington players that we'd consider for Saints lineup. We've dropped that to 3 now because Charlie's been bin dropped for Regan Grace. Saints just seem to want it more.
Yeah, agreed. Battle of the forwards as well, and the forwards proved that. You knew that as soon as Louis on the sideline ripped his bib off and he was on that field, and within 30 seconds he'd scored the try. And it showed that. You knew that straight away from the way as a battle of the forwards, and Saints come out on top no matter what from that.
There's a hunger, there's a determination to defend there, and that's the difference between the teams. Saints get a roll on and we can score and we can defend. Warrington, they bully teams, so they'll go a couple of points up or they'll go 20 points up, and all of a sudden the other team's behind the 8 ball, they can't quite get back into it, but they can't defend. When they're under the cosh, you see the two teams there, and in my opinion, I think Saints are just so solid at the back that's what's won us the game.
Yeah.
And for me, I think you see that when you saw that from Warrington when they played Wakefield away. As soon as Wakefield started getting back in the game, Warrington struggled to cope. At the end of the day, it's all right being great in attack and having Blake Austin when you're playing at Hull and you're 50 points up. But can he do it on a dry night at the Totally Wicked Stadium? Obviously not.
Yeah.
Young Ollie, what did you make it tonight?
It's all yours here, Ollie, lad.
Outstanding. Who's your man of the match?
Knowles.
He's an absolute machine. Yeah.
He is, yeah.
Now, does that set a marker down for the season for us? You don't know.
Well, what do you expect next
What do you
week?
expect? Saints Wigan next Friday. Wigan have been turned over again tonight at Wakefield. Is it set up perfectly for Wigan to turn us over?
Don't say that.
Don't jinx us now. We lose next week, I'm hunting you down, lads.
Well, we're here. Can we ask, how did Wigan get on tonight?
Got beat Wakefield,
beat.
so no complacency. But yeah,
I didn't know that
I
at all.
think that's one thing
What a shame.
I'd say. The only thing that could beat us at the minute is our own complacency. It's taking the foot off the gas and thinking we've got a game won.
Yeah.
It's, again, I'll go back to it. It's that intensity, it's that desire to win that's within this squad. Nothing's won in April, but it's a good sign going forward, isn't it?
does it? I know some of the changes were enforced the other week, but does it demonstrate the importance of having that little bit of rotation and keeping players fresh for the bigger games?
Yeah, possibly so. I mean, you saw Louis come back in after after having a week off with his wife giving birth.
Just say like an illness. No, his wife.
No, his wife giving birth. Yeah, he's had a week off and he's coming fresh, and he's coming and probably been one of our better players tonight as well. And yeah, it will do him good in the long term. You just wonder how he's going to manage it. And coming up to Hull, I think we've mentioned in the past, rotation for Hull will be key. I can almost see the likes of Roby dropping out, maybe a couple of the, for want of a better phrase, elder statesmen might have that week off and come back for Catalan at home the week after.
I forgot what I was going to say. I forgot what I was going to say. Keep talking, Kev. I'm struggling for words. That's not very often.
I'll tell you one thing that I will point out.
Sorry, that was it. The tweet that we got at half time was it about the kicking? As the ball comes in.
Get on, Sam.
Should you have Richardson kicking for the odd game or Coote consistency long term?
I feel that they should keep the Coote because
Great.
if you say Coote kicks and then Grace comes in when Theo's injured, then it breaks the sort of pattern for me.
Yeah, if consistency for me,
consistency, knock his confidence.
Potentially, if Theo's going to be your first choice coming back, do you keep your kicking?
Yeah, no.
At the back.
What do you think?
You can't hide in the background if you're coming on.
I think they should keep kicking.
Keep kicking.
Regardless, yeah.
Who's the little man?
Matthew,
who's your man of the match tonight?
Coote.
Lachlan Coote. Now, right, talking of Lachlan Coote, 25 minutes in that second half. He's the reason was going. Who says the Totally Wicked Stadium can't generate an atmosphere?
It's unreal.
It is. But at the end of the day, it's nights like tonight where you're putting performances like that people remember in years to come, that build a stadium's reputation.
Yeah.
And it'll come. And it was really good to see. For me, there was must have been 40, 50, 60 lads at the back there prepared to get involved and generate the atmosphere, and it spread around the ground.
Now. There's ladies up there too.
I'm the ladies.
To keep this gender neutral and nonsense,
God.
you know.
I'm going home.
No, agreed on that. Yeah. Fantastic night, great under the lights, isn't it? And a great atmosphere, and keep it up.
A couple of really decent tries second half. We said at half time when we came out, it would have been easy potentially when when they got that first strike, if they'd got another, that there might have been a roll on, but Saints capitalised well on it.
Yeah, again, it's just that determination, isn't it? Yeah, we've let him in with the try, but it's right, we're shutting the door there, that's it, that's all you're having. And again, you look, our last tackle play possibly could have been better. That's possibly the only thing that you point at tonight. But you've got the likes of Matty Lee, he's a prop forward, running onto an attacking kick. And you could see, I'd said it about 5 minutes before, that you never let a rugby ball bounce. And they let it bounce.
yeah, but stood still.
From the west stand, from in the west stand there, from what we was looking at, you could see him just powering through it. That was it.
Yeah.
I said he's on that. That's his ball.
And it's that determination to follow up.
Yeah.
And he's one of your props.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
And the other thing I just want to say, tries wise, Regan Grace take a bow. Watching a winger like that back himself, watching Regan Grace back himself and just go and step.
He's coming good, and he was really good defensively.
I think
Warrington tried.
all game.
Yeah,
game.
I think he was in the 4 for Sky's man of the match.
And I think Warrington have tried to tag him all night under the high ball as well.
Yeah.
And teams have done it all
Last
season.
season, because
he's much improved.
He was a thingy, but improved.
Yeah.
I said he's very much improved this season under that
definitely.
high ball. He's solid,
Now-
really good.
Now, one I want to call out. So, Regan Grace goes 75 metres, scores. Tom Lynham goes in late. We go to the screen to see whether it's a penalty try, an 8-point try. The decision comes from the screen that it's late and it's a penalty. So can anybody tell me why it gets put on report and not dealt with on the field?
Agree. Especially when earlier in the game he dealt with the incident earlier. Okay, I don't agree it was a yellow, it should have been a red in my opinion. Obviously we're going to say that anyway because we're Saints fans. But if he could deal with the incident then, I don't understand why when it actually goes to obviously to the officials upstairs that he then can't deal with it. Like,
That's it, and there's no need for on report because every game gets looked at. So if they see that and think, right, well,
if you've asked it to be judged on, and he's judged on it,
it should have been dealt with.
Yeah, should have been dealt with on the field.
And whether it means they send him off and he also gets a match ban for it, so be it. But he should have been sent off that field. And draw a line, but he didn't.
So, apart from Lachlan Cooke, all the good performances, is it, like, again, a 1 to 17
The forwards,
performance?
everyone, fair play to everyone. They all mucked into me.
Yeah,
There was not one weak link for
Yeah,
me.
there was
I don't.
a couple of little glints of what he can do from Nakama as well.
Yeah,
I thought
yeah.
there was a couple of
Good,
runs he
solid
set
running,
Tommy
solid
in as
running.
well.
Set
So
Tommy
you,
in.
you can kind of see, why we've signed him. And yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how he goes now the weather's starting
Come the
to get a
final
bit
end of the
better.
season,
The,
then
te-
it'd
the
be
team's
solid.
clicking together now, and they're listening to each other. Where at the start it wasn't very much like that. So
Great game.
Yeah,
Out of the
game
three
of rugby.
signings, Coot's definitely been the best.
Yeah.
Then the Garland, he's been quite poor.
We agree, my brother.
now, I want to say, no matter how good the performance was on the pitch tonight,
100 nil against Wigan.
at least Warrington have got a great mascot.
yeah, you know
The
what,
marketing's
Wolfie,
great.
give him
I-
his due.
The marketing's great. Doesn't matter what the product's like on the field from them, but the marketing's great. But you know, fair play to Warrington tonight. They came over in the numbers and they
They did.
Yeah.
obviously confidence. The challenge for Warrington would be for me to see if they still bring them numbers over if they knew they were going to get a Tonkin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what
But
it is.
17,000 on tonight, I think probably we have to give a bit of a rap to the marketing from both clubs.
Yeah,
Record
Very
attendance
good.
for Saints Warrington in the Super League era.
Amazing.
Really good to see, and there'll be some big bloke from Bradford on Twitter who won't be using that in his stats.
Can I just say to Wolfie,
Where
180
It's a
nil.
band.
Didn't happen.
Wasn't far off. So,
No,
are we all up for Wigan next week?
Oh, yeah.
Everybody got the tickets?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Should be a decent Good Friday,
is
we
that,
hope.
Is that the tickets
A
where we
good
have to
Good
sit
Friday.
over till?
Yeah,
You do have
The
to sit.
allocated
Do
ones.
you know what? Whether we agree with it or
Can we
not,
start a new one on this?
no, whether we
A
agree
late
with it or
night
not,
one.
there's going to be a lot of Saints fans, and there'll be only Saints fans who are having the day spoiled. So I hope fans do go with it. I think they're trying to set again a Super League record, and they've been able to sell more tickets
Yeah, because
rather than Saints fans missing out. Because I tell you what, after tonight, if that away end's not full and half the side isn't full, we can probably take half the other end as well, because Wiganers won't want to be there to see them get tonked.
no.
Fingers crossed.
Let's go back in time and beat him 75-0 again.
Oh,
Hey, I'll
yeah.
set that, I'll set that, mate.
And on that one, I think we've wrapped up for the evening. Last thing before we go, 250,000 viewers up overnight, so we really want to thank everyone for watching and getting involved. We do appreciate it, and don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and we will see you Derby week on
Up the
Redvee TV.
Saints.
Up the Saints!
Up the Saints!
Yay.